This is the first time I'm seeing the impact of mine and PK's divorce, and it's ripping my heart out of my chest.
Virtual reality. Hi, I'm Denny Murphy.
And I'm Evan Real.
And we are back in Beverly Hills this week for, some of the painting was NSFW and some of the fighting was, we'll say for our work because we're talking about some of the fights, but it was intense. What did you think about Jennifer Tilly's partay?
Yes, there is a naked man. I can't see.
I thought it was really fun and exciting. I really did enjoy that one pose, that one very specific back-bending, booty-popping pose from that one model. And it seemed like he was stuck in that pose forever. And what I really loved was
Dorit recreating it and then maybe dislocating her knee.
If I was like in this position for so long, oh my God. Ow. I think I pulled a muscle.
So it was so good. Oh. It was so good. Shout out to those guys. So much confidence.
Oh my God, yeah. And they were looking like they were having fun.
Yeah.
Enjoying themselves.
And Rachel Zoe won.
Which
makes sense
because she is a fashion designer, so she knows how to sketch.
Totally. Yeah, and actually her sketch looks pretty good.
Oh no, that's why I was like, oh wait, I would frame that. That's like cool.
Kyle's sketch was so funny. And the manicure she added was really quite interesting.
I feel she probably was like, oh, we're just doing this, and then they were like showing it. She's like, oh, I have to show it.
She did not want to.
She was like, I didn't know that was part of the assignment.
She was so embarrassed.
Wait, speaking of Rachel Zoe, I think I'm really gonna love her and Bose as a link up.
If you saw your ex in the press kissing somebody, how would you feel about that?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think
their
they're a
little
good duo.
Catch up in the beginning was very fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. This episode there was a lot of twisty and turnies. A lot of duo link ups. The one that shocked me the most was Sutton and Erica.
Sutton and Erica was interesting, but back to Bose and Rachel for just a quick second.
Please.
Something I kind of want to get off my chest.
Oh.
Something that's been bothering me, or that bothered me when I was watching the episode last night.
Oh gosh.
I don't want Rachel to fall into the trap of investigating Kyle's sexuality. And for whatever reason, it feels like Bose has decided to take that upon herself after Garcelle kind of did it. And now Bose is like, well, I guess Garcelle is gone. Let me be the one to poke and prod. And I don't understand why she is so fixated on a final answer from Kyle. For me, I don't know how you feel, but for me as a fan and a viewer and someone who really appreciates Kyle, maybe like I lean a little bit Kyle apologist. I just don't think she owes anyone like a super finite answer, because I think that I think she's still on the journey, still figuring out who she is and what she wants in terms of her sexuality.
And I feel too, then to jump to the end of the episode, when Kyle and Erica kind of said, and Kyle's like, I'm tired. And like then she revealed that she was in a relationship that ended because of how public Kyle's life is and how public it could become with it. She didn't say who, so we're not going to say who. But that it was a really emotional and tough situation for Kyle, and that she's kind of tired of, because Jennifer also asked her, are you dating anybody? Everyone just kind of talking to her about that question. It seems like the following episode, we maybe put a bow on it, because that's when we get the Brad or Angelina.
Right.
Because that's what Kyle's like, what's the question you actually have?
Exactly. And so I guess I'm confused why Bose cares so much, because I feel like Bose has so much going on in her life and so many other things to worry about. And Kyle is someone who she has said she hasn't felt particularly close with. So why do you care to get that information from someone you aren't particularly close with?
I know when me and you had like two separate Zooms with Bose. When I was talking to her, she says she's a lover girl. So maybe she just kind of is like, and like she's in her love bubble with her man.
Right.
So I wonder if she's like, I want everybody to get some.
Right. No, and I can appreciate that.
I think too, because there could be the camp of like, okay, you're assuming Kyle might be questioning her sexuality and you want to like that. Or the other part where it's like, because like Rachel's always being like, I want my girls to be out dating because I like F all of our exes. Like if they're going around town, make it out. Because Rachel was kind of maybe she probably connected with Dorit and Kyle about it a little bit, but she's opening up to Bose about like, I saw my ex-husband making out or walking with someone 4 months after we separated.
Right.
Girls like, let's hot girl summer, let's get out there.
Yeah.
So like she kind of just wants like some hot wing women.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel that energy from Rachel, and I like your theory about Bose.
Yeah, because in my head, because I'm like, I know what you mean, that it could be like you're trying to like prod for an answer, because I do love Bose. I'm hoping that it's more her lover girl energy.
I do like your theory,
Yeah.
and I do know that she has some lover girl energy inside of her, and I have enjoyed my time with Bose as well. From what we've seen on the show and what's making the final edit, I don't think that her questioning for Kyle is infused with lover girl energy. I don't know what it's about. I hope it stops after the Brad and Angelina episode.
I feel
it's starting.
How much else?
Like what else can you say? It's just I don't know. I'm feeling uncomfy.
Yeah. How many bodies can we draw?
Yeah, I don't know, but like it is what it is. I don't maybe. I feel like Rachel can kind of like veer her out of it. You know what I mean?
Well, because what we saw this summer when there were clips, because when you're filming Beverly Hills, everyone has eyes on you. Kyle, Dorit, and Rachel had like a weekend in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that everyone was around town getting down with it. So hopefully, because I think Rachel's like, okay, does anyone here hook up? Like I
know she was ready.
Rachel's like, I was married to the same guy for like over 3 decades, or like
Mom was
with him for
ready to
decades.
go.
Rachel Zoe is out there. She's ready.
And
she usually dresses people up. I think she wants to take someone's clothes off.
Right, exactly.
Which I love for you, Rachel.
Well, and there is that scene in the teaser for the rest of the season where she's crying. I wanted to have a hot girl summer, but now I'm not. But back to Bose versus Kyle. Just one final thing I have to say about that is I think that Bose really would like to develop a friendship with Kyle. I just think, observing Kyle for the past, I don't know however many years it's been, 15 years on television.
Which maybe Bose hasn't, so that could be
Yeah, like I just think that is the last thing that would sort of incite Kyle to want to become close to you. I feel like I feel like the questioning and the pushing and the prodding would push her away. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe
Denise Richards is like, that would want to push me away.
Like she gets it.
Denise is like, it's not fun, right?
So for your
to be questioned about your sexuality.
Yeah, it's tough. That is a tough thing. Yeah. So maybe Denise and Kyle can reconnect. Are they cool?
But Denise is coming up in the upcoming episode.
Yeah,
so
Denise Denise and Erica get together. It's Denise. Are Denise and Kyle cool?
I think it's Denise, Erica, and Sutton getting together. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I think so, but I do, But it's kind of
I kind of forgot where Denise left it off with Kyle.
Kyle, I think because it was Kyle and Rinna that did a lot of the poking at Denise.
Oh, and
because remember, Kyle was like, Brandy's not a liar.
Oh, right. Oh, Kyle.
So that's what I was like, it's kind of.
Is this karmic retribution, Kyle?
I know, I think about that a lot with this.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. Anyways, moving on. What duo were you talking about before I made it about Bose and Dorit? I mean, Bose and Rachel, Dorit and Erica. No, Sutton and Erica. Sutton and Erica.
There we go, baby. But no, it's hard to say because you get confused.
Yeah.
And they're just laying in the spot like this.
Yeah, it was.
And then also,
it was kind of awkward.
It's kind of one of those awkward things, and also it's like so Erica and Sutton, of Erica being like, he's gonna die in prison, and Sutton's like, yikes.
He was sentenced on his 86th birthday.
Oh my gosh, he's older than my mom.
And really not in good health.
He's gonna die there.
I know, babe, I know.
It's kind of just that. But I do get Erica being like, what closure would I get from going to see him?
Yeah.
Did not know Tom was older than Reba, Sutton's mom.
I didn't know that either. So that was interesting
information
to learn. But yeah, I think I would have I can see how Erica, if she were to see Tom again before he heads off to prison, where he will inevitably transition at some point, just because of
life.
Facts are facts. Life is life.
Everyone's dying every day.
Literally,
that's how bodies work.
And so I think that experience would have strong potential to leave you with more unanswered questions than closure. Because then
also what's
what if you have this terrible moment before he heads off to prison, then you're going to be thinking about, oh, that was so weird. Or if you have this great moment and then it's like, oh, now he's headed off to prison.
What
either way,
it's can you get from a liar who lied to victims? Also, he's going to lie to you again. I'm assuming,
right?
You know what I mean?
That too. That too.
Yeah.
And also she constantly, I feel like, has said whenever she sees him in, you know, photos or footage, she doesn't even recognize him.
Yeah.
Like it's not the man who she married. So
Yeah.
I guess that's the closure.
So there's that closure. Who's not going to have closure for a while seems to be Dorit and PK. Because this whole Florida saga where he's petitioning it of Jagger, I think both kids going to spend time with Dorit's parents in Florida, and PK was either shutting it down or then I think everyone was like, tell him that he can go and just be by the kids. Dorit was going through a lot.
She really was. Well, first of all, the revelation about Jagger and Grandpa was
really
so sad. And you can tell that Dorit's really having a tough time because Jagger.
And Jagger has been walking around like he's got the weight of the world. I don't see my son anymore.
She was mentioning just seems to be like a shell of himself recently and just seems to not be in a great place. But when Grandma and Grandpa are around, especially Grandpa, things are better.
Yeah.
And so there was this opportunity to spend time with the grandparents in Florida for the kids. And then PK has stepped in to make things difficult, according to Dorit. And I guess I told her that they can't stay with the grandparents, they have to stay with him. Mm-hmm. And Dorit, I think when she was explaining that situation to the girls, she wanted like full-fledged support from everyone. Like, PK, that's disgusting, that's vile. And from the edit, look, we don't know what was left on the cutting room floor, but from the edit, it seemed like Kyle, you know, Dorit and Kyle kind of have this up and down relationship, but kind of like a sister-like dynamic, and they just know how to activate each other. But in this moment, I from what we saw, I think Kyle did the right thing by not sort of leaning into the negativity of it all, because I feel like that's the last thing Dorit probably needed, because she was such in a negative space. I think she was trying to offer a clear-cut solution, like, you know, they can spend the night at the hotel with the grandparents one night or whatever.
Because that's the thing. Kyle's kind of operating from the point all the other ladies were like, well, it's happening.
Yeah.
And this is the father of your kids, and you guys are going through all of this, and you are telling us that your kids, to be happy, need to be in Florida.
Right.
So if PK has to be there with them, that's the solve.
Right. Like, we'll just like figure it out. Yeah. Because let me correct myself. Not the hotel with the grandparents, the hotel with PK, and then staying with the grandparents, and maybe they could do one night here, one night there. But then we sort of got to a place where all the women were like, let PK be the bestower of the bad news. Let him be the bad guy in this situation, because you don't need to take that on, because this is out of your control. Like, send them to Florida, let them have some time with the grandparents. And when the kids learn that they can't stay with the grandparents and have to stay with PK, let that be on PK.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, which I guess it's all hard to stomach for her, I'm sure, because I mean, I've never been through a divorce, but it looks really hard. It looks like it sucks. And do you know what I also thought was really interesting in this situation is that even though Dorit and Sutton have historically not gotten along and they clash, you could tell that like Sutton was just like chafing at the bits to like connect with Dorit over this, because when Dorit was explaining the situation about PK not wanting them to stay at the grandparents' house, Sutton was like, and the way she said it so fast, you like know that her man, her ex-Christian, has put her through some similar because she was like, he's just trying to be mean. Yeah. So I guess this is what dudes do in divorces. They just they're like just mean.
Seems like what they
like what the
yeah, I know. I don't. It's gonna be a
because the thing is, does PK? I mean, this is maybe a really terrible thing to say, but does PK even care about spending time with the kids? Because he's getting like one Saturday here, one Saturday there, spending all these weeks in Europe at a time, not spending time with the kids. Dorit's really the one, you know, taking
that's what,
care
I think
of
it was
them.
Maybe Bose and Erica, it's like he'll stay at the hotel for a day, then go to Saint Tropez.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So like, just like, don't worry
like he's not
too much, because he's not gonna like spend a whole week in Florida with your kids.
Yeah. He can't even show up at their house.
He would probably drop them off with the grandparents anyways eventually, after taking them to dinner or something. He's like, all right, I've had enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know. I hate that Dorit's really going through it though.
I know, but I do love that Amanda is making an appearance this episode, because she seems fun.
She does seem fun.
I don't know that much about her. All I know is that she bought Kyle's house, which
we were talking about this earlier. I love how this house is always going to be on Beverly Hills Housewives no matter what.
Will stand the test of time.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
She's rich and a manifester.
Yeah, a money manifester. She's the what is she known as? The money queen?
The money queen? Yeah, the queen
maybe?
money queen.
Yeah, obsessed with that for her.
Love that for her. And I love that it seems like she's getting under all the ladies' like skin a little bit, or like they're kind of putting her, I don't know.
She's rich, she's pretty, she's young, she relies on herself, not a man. So I feel like there's a lot to be intimidated by. I feel like she's a different kind of housewife.
When they all were like, oh, you were born in 85?
Yeah, right. So she's only 40 years old. So she's on the younger side. I would imagine the youngest housewife of the bunch. Yeah. And I think that could be tough for the other girls to she's young, she's pretty, she's rich.
I know, and I don't love that Erica called her out for not drinking. And I don't love that Bose didn't let her call her stepkids her kids. Like, I don't have stepkids, but I was like, what?
Like, what?
I get that.
I know. I thought that was like really weird too. Like, Bose, baby, why do you care?
I know.
Like, why? If they feel like her, she said, she immediately was like, I'm raising them.
And I mean, like, maybe we'll find out more about her husband's, like how they co-parent and everything like that. But, well, fiance, because she's getting married in this March, I think, or something like that.
Okay. Well, early congrats.
Didn't Amanda say?
I think so.
Something 2026.
Yes. Congrats, Amanda.
Something.
Congratulations.
Yes.
We love to see it. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, the stepkids comment from Bose. And what you said something else that was kind of
Erica
weird.
being like, please don't be boring and drink.
Oh, I know. Because it's like, you've been around Kyle, who you love so much for so many years now drinking. What, and like, also, you're used to this, my girl.
Right. And also, like, I feel like when Erica gets lit, we see her get lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I don't think, but I feel she's not always sipping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like the moments when she has got too drunk, it's when she yelled at Garcelle's son, sang "Oh Holy Night," Happy Holidays, "Oh Holy Night."
Yeah.
And like that storm out. I don't give a f***.
Right.
So like, we don't always see, like, we see you do it on occasion, but not like get like twisted and turned.
Right. And Amanda was explaining she's not necessarily sober, and it's not that she doesn't drink. She just like doesn't drink often. And she was like, so I'm going to be shamed for making good life choices, huh? She seemed to be very confused. I don't know. Or maybe it was just like one flippant remark with
also,
like.
Erica likes to be, she's a showman.
Right.
She's a showman, Dorit.
She was probably just maybe trying to get under her skin.
Or also sometimes like I feel the hard thing with Erica is everybody always, because she is a tough girl, but like everybody interprets her as that. But like she's like, no, please like volley with me, have fun,
right? And
not even volley in terms of like a housewife scene. Like, give me some shit too.
Yeah. I think
So it could be something like that.
I think you're right in that assessment, and I also think that, you know, going back to being a lover girl, I feel like Erica's more of a lover girl than people truly realize, and I think that sometimes her way of showing affection is by giving someone a little bit of a tough time because, like you said, she wants it right back.
Yeah, not too much.
Well, not too much. Yeah,
but she wants a little bit,
or just a little bit. It's
just a little bit of your heart.
It's interesting with Erica because you can cross that boundary.
What is she? She's an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in cash.
I still don't understand that, but yeah,
I don't understand either. But what I do understand is, and Erica, I know sometimes she like says that her downgraded house is still my dream home. I love her home.
It's so beautiful,
so much.
I know. I would do anything to have it.
I would like.
It's so cute.
Every time, like, I love the floors. I love
the way she's redecorated it. Yes. I even liked the way she previously had it decorated. It's like a vibe.
It really is. It's like my
that outdoor space, the pool, the cabana. It's also nice.
I need it.
Yeah.
I can't afford it.
Seriously.
But I need it.
Of all the homes on Beverly Hills, like that's like my dream home.
No, truly.
Like it's
Rachel's giving her a run for my money.
Oh, Rachel.
Well, actually, I do like Bose's. Actually, I like everybody's house. But yeah.
I would take anyone.
I would take all of them.
Do you know what I really love? Do you know what I really miss? Is Dorit and PK's old home that previously belonged to Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony.
Yes.
I loved that house. That was so beautiful.
And I also did laugh when Bose was talking to her daughter. I thought she was saying, I like you too, instead of I love you. And I was like, wait, what happened? But she was like, she likes her and her man together. So.
Yeah, no. The daughter's fun.
The daughter is fun.
I like her. I like that she has more screen time.
Oh, and we forgot to talk about Dorit has a labubu.
Dorit has a labubu.
I love, as she would say to Jamie Lee Curtis, so chic.
So very
Dorit,
chic.
Bring your labubu in when you're doing press so we can show your labubu to our labubus.
Right, we want to have a labubu meetup. Now, when they filmed this was probably at the height of the labubu craze.
Dorit's probably like, oh my gosh.
I feel like labubus for Dorit right now in December 2025 are like so passe.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What if she like fastened her labubu and now it's an ashtray?
That would be... Turn your labubu into an ashtray, Dorit. That's an idea.
That's how we move and we shake.
Uh-huh.
What? Oh, so next week it's going to be I think a lot of
Brad and
Kyle
Angelina.
talking to Bose and Rachel.
Yeah.
I love that Erica is like sitting down. I like that ending scene for them.
Imagine getting out of close to a 30-year marriage, unexpectedly falling in love with someone, but you can't talk about that love.
I mean, it was sad and hard, but I thought it was like...
Oh, it was very
very
sweet.
touching,
It was very sweet. And the way that, you know, Kyle was very vulnerable and explained herself in her confessional. And to Erica, what more do we want from Kyle?
I also think it's kind of thing like the dots are connected.
Right, like she's saying it all. She's bearing it all.
Guys, she's wearing a tie.
Right. she's saying what she can.
Yeah.
It's what's natural right now. You know what I mean? Like she's not going to take it further than where she's at. Like this is where she's at.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also I think the thing that's hard for her is because she was saying she loves to be an open book.
Yeah.
Because that's where she was like, I want to talk about my life.
Right.
So I hope she.
But her previous partner was not, and so that's. And maybe that's sort of like impacting, well, it definitely has impacted the way she has moved through this situation.
Yeah.
Which then is going to impact the public perception.
I know.
Including Bose's perception.
And also then I get worried. I'm like, I never want Kyle to feel shame about love. And then if someone wanted it to be in secret, you know what I mean? Not that I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they meant it in their own way, but I was like, oh, I hate that because Kyle kind of was like, I want to love out loud.
Right, and should.
The person that she was with wasn't fully on board for that.
Right.
So that's why I was like, that's why I think Rachel's like, no, girl, let's go up and down the boulevard.
Yeah.
And get some love.
Do you know what I thought was interesting was the sit down between Mo and Kyle and how I guess
who gave Mo a Chanel blanket also. But
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, whose Chanel blanket is that? That's not Mo's. But so he moved out of the condo and into a house, and he was only supposed to stay in the condo and not move into a new house without, I guess, giving Kyle permission. And what I thought was interesting about the whole situation was like, Kyle said something to the effect of, you know, we still haven't figured out if we're going to work out or not. I'm like,
Kyle,
babes.
She said, I missed that.
No, she was like, Kyle.
See, that's when if I was filming with Kyle, I'd be like,
Brad or Angelina. Like, yeah, no, I get it. I was like,
Kyle, like, you're still what?
Kyle, he's making out with randos in Greece.
Like, making out.
Like
that's the only thing that's caught on camera. I don't know what he's caught. Kidding.
You know, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was sweet but naive. And I want her to meet someone who really fills her cup, who, like you said, lets her love out loud. Kyle, you deserve to love out loud. We love you out loud.
We love you out loud.
Obviously, I love you out loud. I'm like so fixated on Kyle.
No, I know you keep on circling back to Kyle.
Kyle.
And I like love that for you and her. And I love me some Richards. But do you have anything else to say about Kyle Richards?
Anything else to say about Kyle Richards? No, I love you. I love you, girl. Also, I have 6 little boo-boos. If you want one of them, DM me.
Oh, I know Kyle, like, because Kyle's a shopper like me. She's purchased so many Labubu's. Like, why do I have these?
Right?
She has
I would love to see her Labubu
She
collection.
has a Labubu in a Birkin. Like,
oh, do you know what I thought of? I actually thought of you when all the girls showed up in their Birkins with their Birkins and all the different prices. I was so, because, you know, Danny is a lover of retail and shopping and designer digs. And so I did think of you. What did you think of all the different, like the price tier? I didn't understand why some girls were like so expensive and some were not. I know that different
resale.
Oh,
so I think what they listed for resale. So I'm assuming, because I think it was Sutton's was 35, Kyle's was 30.
And Amanda's was 14. Because she's Miss Money and she's good with her money.
Or because she manifested the bag. So I think it's probably what they would all go for present day. Gotcha. I'm assuming because Birkins, like, they're not actually $40,000, but to resell them, they are like that.
Okay.
I know that as I own none of them.
Well, one day.
One day.
One day.
One day more.
One step at a time.
There's no need to rush. It's like learning to fly or falling in love. That is from Jordan Sparks.
Who will one day be on Beverly Hills Housewives.
Can I say something?
If we have anything to do
with it.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Like, I don't even need to just sing a song on it.
Right. Yeah. Some sort of special performance.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, until then.
Goodbye, Kyle.